Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakadash. Double honor to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. And peace and salutations to the nation of Israel that consists of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that's in the land so-called America today, and also the ones that scattered abroad through the four corners of the earth that might look like other nations, but their bloodline goes back to Israel. To you I say Shalom. Alright, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the flock of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. And I wanted to get into a lesson about the judgment of Esau. Alright. Now, I did a video a while back that describes, using scriptures, that Esau is the so-called white man today. So now we know who he is. Let's find out what's going to happen to him. Alright? And this chart is just to show who are the children of Israel. Alright? This on the western hemisphere, but there are Israelites on the eastern hemisphere, which is the other side of the world, all in every country. They may look like other people, but they are Israelites. Alright, now that that's out of the way, let's start at Amos 1 and verse 11. Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. Verse 12, but I will send fire upon Taman, which shall devour the palaces of Basra. Alright, Taman and Basra are the places where Esau dwells in ancient times. But when when the Bible talks about places, it refers to people before places. So Israel's a place, but when the Bible talks about Israel, it's talking about a people before the place. Sometimes it's talking about the physical land, but most times it's talking about the people, which you see on the 12 tribes chart, who they are. Alright? But for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, it's ancient, it's Hebrew slang, I should say, for basically one too many times. Alright, so 3 times, alright, and 4 times y'all tried it, and I'm not going to turn away the punishment. Alright, there's no repentance for Esau. Alright, there's no way he can apologize or forgive for all the crimes he has committed. Alright, chemtrails in the air. Alright, oil in the oceans, plastic in the oceans. Alright, viruses. Alright, this is Esau creation. Esau was blessed with the sword. Actually, let me get that. Baba Kashah, Salakia. Oh shoot. Gen 25. This describes Esau. Oh, Salakia. It might be 27. Wait a second. 25. Slock. Khan Slocky, it is 27. Alright, this is Genesis 27. We'll start at 38. Genesis 27 and 38. And for the sake of time, I'm just going to describe what happened. Jacob went to his father, disguised as Esau, to inherit the blessing. Alright? This is what his mother told him to do, because to play out prophecy, because when Jacob was born, his foot was on Esau's heel, and that was prophetical. Alright? That was a foreshadowing of the signs that's going to happen. Alright, but this is Genesis 27 verse 37. And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, Behold, I have made him thy lord, and all his brethren have I given to him for servants, and with corn and wine have I sustained him. And what shall I do now unto thee, my son? And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. Now Esau was whining like a bitch because he didn't get nothing, right? If you have if you see children, right, with siblings, and one, especially the younger one, if the younger one gets a present, the older one is gonna basically throw a fit and be super jealous. Alright? So he started crying. Verse 39. And Isaac his father answered him and said unto Salakia, and Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and the dew and of the dew of heaven from above. So the fatness is the good parts. Alright? So he's gonna get everything. The fatness would be natural resources, everything, ownership, rulership, and of the dew of heaven from above. So this is why Esau is in control of everything in the world. That's why he runs the world and how society is shaped. Because it was given to him by his father Isaac, which is really Yahweh Shai, if you can receive that. But it doesn't matter if you can or can't. Alright? So Yahweh Shai technically blessed Esau with rulership of the world. Alright? Verse 40 was the point I was trying to get to. This is Genesis 27 and 40. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. Alright? So, Esau's going to live by the sword. And the sword is an instrument of war. It's an instrument to kill people. Alright? This is why Esau is blessed. Is so talented at killing. Alright? Everywhere Esau goes, he rapes, robs, and murders. America, pillaged. Australia, pillaged. South Africa, pillaged. Alright? Everywhere he goes. Europe, pillaged. He's a cave dweller, man. He came from the caves, man. This man has no home. He's a bastard and a vagabond, man. Scriptures calls him a fugitive. Alright? He's running from the law. But that was the point on that. Esau has the sword. But you could read 41 too. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, The days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. Alright? After Esau mourned his father, his whole mindset was to destroy Jacob, man. Even until this day, man. Fighting from the womb, fighting until the end of days, man. And that's the well, how should I say? That's the climax of this movie, man. It's gonna be Esau versus Jacob, but Jacob's gonna hold the heel of Esau and pull him down from his rulership. This rulership has to be taken from him through violence, man. That's the only way people give up power. Nobody gives up power willingly. Somebody has to die for people to give up power. Alright, but continuing on, this lesson is about the judgment of Esau, man. This is Numbers chapter 20. And verse, we can start at 14. Actually, yeah, we can start at 14. Now, Amos said, because thou hast, let me go back to Amos real quick. Salakia. Amos 1 and 11. I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword. Alright, and let's see what this is talking about. And this is talking about Numbers 20. Numbers 20 and 13. 14, Salakia. And Moses sent messengers from Kadesh unto the king of Edom. Thus saith thy brother Israel, thou knowest all the travail that hath befallen us, how our fathers went down into Egypt, and we have dwelt in Egypt a long time. Even now, we dwelt in Babylon, so-called America, for a while now, man. And the Egyptians vexed us. These so-called Americans vexed us. You Edomites vexed us, man. These other nations vexed us while we're here. Even until this day. And the Egyptians vexed us and our fathers. And when we cried unto the Lord Yahweh, he heard our voice and sent an angel, and hath brought us forth out of Egypt. And behold, we are in Kadesh, a city in the uttermost of thy border. All right. So now, Israel fled Egypt, traveled through the wilderness, 40 years, and now they're in the very outside of Esau's territory. The very outside, man. They're very outside. It'll be like somebody in I can't even describe it. Somebody in if Esau ruled Florida, well, he technically does, but for edification's sake, if Esau ruled Florida and his headquarters was in Orlando, because that's the center, and Jake trying to cross through Pensacola, which is at the very tip of Florida, man. But let's see what Esau's gonna say. Let us pass, I pray thee, through thy country. We will not pass through the fields or through the vineyards, neither will we drink of the water of the wells. We will go by the king's highway, and we will not turn to the right hand nor to the left until we have passed thy borders. So Israel's asking Edom, yo, let us pass through the territory. We're not gonna take the main roads. We're gonna stay on the outside. We're not gonna stray off. We're gonna go through one way. We're not gonna take any of the resources. We're not gonna touch the water. We're not gonna eat off the fruit of the trees. Man, we just wanna go. We're not gonna stop. We're just gonna go. All right. Numbers 20 and 18. This is what Esau responded. Even though Esau knew the trouble Israel was going through in Egypt, and let's see what Esau says as a response to his brother. And Edom said unto him, thou shalt not pass by me, lest I come out against thee with the sword. All right. His own brother wouldn't let him go through the land to escape to go to his own land, man. Say, yo, if you go in my land, if you touch my land, I don't care what part it is, even if it's the most outside city, I'm going to come out and kill you, man. That's what Esau said to his brother. That's what Amos is talking about. All right. Numbers 20 and 19. And the children of Israel said unto him, we will go by the highway, and if I and my cattle drink of thy water, then I will pay for it. I will only, without doing anything else, go through on my feet. All right. He said, yo, even if the cattle drinks water, I will pay for it, man. And water's a natural resource. No lie, it's a curse to pay for water, man. This is why he's saying that. People think it's normal to pay for water now, but yo, water comes out of the sky, man, for free. So how do we have to pay for it? You could dig up your own well and get water, man. Why do we have to pay for it, man? It's a curse, man. Numbers 20 and 20. And he said, thou shalt not go through. And Edom came out against him with much people and with a strong hand. Thus Edom refused to give Israel passage through his border, wherefore Israel turned away from him. And that's Esau, man. Esau. That's Esau in a T, man. Selfish, thinking only of himself. But he also hates Jacob, man, with a passion, man. His own brother. Or it was his brother. He sold his birthright, so he's not his brother no more. All right? But this is what's going to happen to Esau, man. The whole book of Obadiah will tell you. All right? I could start at the top. All right? Obadiah 1 and 1. The vision of Obadiah. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord Yahweh. An ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. And that's a fact, man. That is a fact. Esau is greatly despised. Even by his own women. His own women hate him because Esau is a homosexual, man. Esau is a homosexual. Esau's into bestiality, homosexuality. If Esau had his way, well, he does have his way. But what Esau wants in his head, his paradise would be filled with little boys, man. Just like it was in ancient Rome. All the politicians had a young boy, man. It probably is, it most likely is the same way today, man. Because children go missing all the time and they're never found again. And bodies are never found. So what's happening to them? Who knows, man? but they are hated amongst the heathen. I remember one time, um, I went to a soccer game, right? It was Brazil versus Colombia, and so there was this Brazilian couple in front of us, or the lady was Brazilian and her husband was an Edomite, and the lady was like, "Oh, uh, y'all American?" And she started putting her thumb down. Oh, boo, boo. I'm like, yo, your husband is a so-called white man. He goes, oh, yeah, that's just for the money. But that's what it is, man. These women despise them, man. Their own women despise them. Everybody, Esau is despised, man. He's only respected because of the power and money. And that's what people respect. People don't like Esau, man. Verse 3, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee. Alright? That's why Esau thinks he's well liked. He's just prideful, man. Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, cave dwellers, whose habitation is high. Alright? Who lives in these skyscrapers, man? These penthouse suites, man. That's Esau, man. They love that shit. That saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Yeah, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue on forever, roughly paraphrasing, man. And that's what they believe, man. But the Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is going to bring him down with violence, man. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest amongst the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord Yahweh. And that's what Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is going to do at the end of this movie, man. And the movie is almost over, man. If you're paying attention to the signs and the prophecies coming to pass, the movie is almost over. Alright? Let me scroll down. I'm going to get to 18 is the point. Alright, Obadiah 1 and 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle in them, and devour them. And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord Yahweh hath spoken it. You see this? Esau is going to be extinct, man. That's what's going to happen to Esau in these last days, man. Extinction. It's going to be a day where we're going to completely forget about Esau. Alright? Not only does the scripture say that, but if you think about it, if you go on for eternity, if you're in the kingdom and you're never facing death again, it's going to be a time where history is just going to forget about Esau and all the wickedness he did, man. That's why it has to get blotted out, man. Esau has to be completely wiped off the face of the earth, man. Because with him in rulership, look what's happening, man. Romans says the whole creation groaneth, man. Animals are crying out because of Esau, man. Even things that can't talk are crying out, man. Everything that's created has been defiled by Esau, man. The whole creation groaneth, man. Alright, but why is this happening? Why is this going to happen to Esau? Not only because he pursued his brother with the sword when he just got out of captivity, but let's see what else he did. Exodus chapter 21 and verse 16. And he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death. Alright? That's it. That's the law, man. If you steal a man and sell him, death. Or if he be found in his hand. Like, even if you didn't get to sell him, if you steal a man and you're caught red-handed, Esau-handed, death, man. And how did Jake get to America, man? How did Jake get to Haiti? How did Jake get to Santo Domingo? How did Jake get to Mexico? Before the 10 tribes came, right? They took that voyage and discovered the Americas. Before that, after that, Salakia. After that, how did Jake get to these places, man? Due to transatlantic trade. These were stolen people, man. But you stolen the wrong people, man. You done fucked up. You done fucked up big time. But you knew what you were doing, man. But since you stole them, man, what happens to people that steal them? They get put to death. And people might say, oh, that's Old Testament. Let's see what the New Testament says. Revelations 13 and 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. That's plain and simple. If you lead somebody into captivity, you're going to go into captivity. So now, before Esau gets put into extinction, before Esau goes extinct, he's going into slavery for 1,000 years, man. Esau is going to be slaves, man. And that's thus saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Don't the scriptures say an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, man? You kill with the sword, you must be killed with the sword. Blood defileth the land, right? Salakia, let me pull that. Let me get that. I believe that's in Numbers. Salakia, bear with me, Baba Kashah. Let me go. Numbers 35. Or was it 33? Numbers 35 and 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of that blood, of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. If you spill blood, right? If you kill people, right, and that blood spills on the land, you're defiling that land. If you murder people, I should say, because death is there are things you can do where death is the punishment, is the judgment, is the consequence, right? There are things you can do where death is the consequence. So killing certain people is not a crime. Murder is. You can't kill people just because you don't like them. You can't kill people just because you know, right? If the punishment, if murder is, if it's not a capital crime it will be something major, and it, according to the law of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, that if the punishment is death, then it's okay to kill somebody if you have two witnesses and the court says it's okay. But if you just murder people, you're defiling the land, and the only way to cleanse a defiled land is by the blood of him that shed it. All right, and that's what Esau did, man. He defiled this whole world, man. Revelations 13 and 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Esau defiled. America is completely defiled, man. The whole Western Hemisphere is completely defiled. Over 100 million Gadites and Reubenites, over 100 million natives, so-called Native Americans, have died because of Esau, man. And that's not even counting Jake. All right? So his body count is higher than anybody in history. They talk about Hitler. They talk about what is his name? They talk about a Moabite that was in they had a show about it on Netflix. I forgot his name. But they saying he killed so many people that it cooled the temperature of the earth 2 degrees. But Esau shattered those numbers, man. Esau shattered those numbers. He that killed with the sword must be killed with the sword. Esau gotta go, man. But Esau gotta serve out his jail sentence before he gets put to death. It's like if somebody commits a crime in Babylon and they get put on death row, they don't die immediately. They serve out a sentence, then they get put to death. Esau's sentence is 1,000 years, then death. All right. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. We know who the saints are, right? Those who made a covenant with Yahweh. Roughly paraphrasing, Psalms 50 will tell you that. Psalms 1. There's a couple of chapters in Psalms that tell you that. All right. But this is what we're waiting for, man. This is what we believe in. This is the faith, man. If the scriptures say it, then it's going to happen. There's no way around it. There's no way around it. And that's the thing. There's nothing you can do, man. There's no way around what's going to happen. But they're trying, man. They are trying. They're going to try with this chip. This chip they're trying to cut off Israel from their power permanently, man. Because Israel's away from the power when they commit sin. Israel eats pork, you're going away from your power. Israel commits adultery, you're going away from your power. But there's chance for repentance because of Yahweh Shai. Alright? But if you put that chip in you, there's no chance of repentance at all, man. So that's what they're trying to do. That's their ultimate plan. But it'll never come to fruition. Alright? Revelation also says in that day, Revelation or Daniel, Salakia. But in that day, Michael's going to stand up, man. Not only is Yahweh Shai's coming with Michael, man. And that's the greatest archangel, man. You gotta consider that, alright? You gotta consider that. Esau has to consider what he has to go against, man. Not only is he going against Yahweh Shai, he's going against the angels, man. And then the elect are going to get spiritual powers, man. Esau is outnumbered. Even though he has every army in the world, with Yahweh Shai alone, he's outnumbered. But Yahweh Shai got an army, man. Because Yahweh is the Lord of hosts. Alright? Even in Matthew tells that. Yahweh Shai tells, yo, don't you think I could call legions of angels to come die and handle this, man? These are men of war, man. Alright? Ezekiel 35 and start at the top. Moreover, Ezekiel 35 and 1. Moreover, the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir. That's Esau. Mount Seir is Esau. And prophesy against it. And that's what we're doing today, man. When we stand out on the highways and byways, prophesying against Mount Seir, telling you that America is about to be destroyed by thermonuclear missiles, it's because it's going to happen, man. Because the scriptures say it. We're telling you Yahweh Shai is coming back to kill people, to throw them into captivity, but also to kill 2/3 of Jake in America. Because that's going to happen, man. Prophesy against Mount Seir and prophesy against it, saying, Aslakia, and prophesy against it and say unto it, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out mine hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred. Perpetual is never ending. Alright? Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in their time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Alright? We just got out of captivity in Egypt, man. Our iniquity was fulfilled, man. Verse 6. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Esau loves blood, man. They eat their meat raw, man. When you eat your steak rare with the blood in it, that's raw meat. They love blood, man. They love blood. But blood's going to pursue them. Thus I will make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from him that passeth out, and him that returneth. And I will fill his mountains with his slain men, and thy hills, and in thy valleys, and in all thy rivers shall they fall that are slain with the sword. And I will make thee perpetual desolations, and thy cities shall not return, and ye shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh. This is the end of Esau, man. This is the end of Esau. What did I want? Oh, man, it's a beautiful chapter, man. It's a beautiful chapter. I think I wanted 25, Khan. Alright, bet. Ezekiel 25 and Salak. Ezekiel chapter 25 and verse 14. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel. Yahweh doesn't get his hands dirty, man. He has people to do his job. He has angels to do his job. He has Yahweh Shai to do his job. Yahweh Shai's job is to save Israel, the 1/3 and the elect, and to give judgment to Israel. But another job Yahweh Shai has is for vengeance. Alright? And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel. And they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury. And they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord Yahweh. Alright? Israel is going to get spiritual powers, and we're going to let loose on Esau, man. We're going to let loose, man. Jeremiah talks about how we're fishing now, but we're going to become hunters in that day, man. We're going to become hunters. And this is what's going to happen to Esau, man. This is the end of Esau. The days you are living in today is the end of Edomites, man. This is the last day. And they know this. Revelations 12:12 tells you this. They know this. Let me get that really quick. Baba Shah. Revelations 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. His time is running out, man. You know what else? He knows it too, and he tells on himself. But people aren't paying attention. They call it the doomsday clock. And where is the doomsday clock right now, man? Actually, let's pull that up. Let's see what a doomsday clock is right now. Not timeline. Let's see where this is at right now. Doomsday clock, closer than ever. It is 100 seconds to midnight. And midnight is doomsday. Alright? That's what, according to Esau. They used to have a physical clock. But yeah, this is it. It's 100 seconds to midnight. Esau knows his time is running out. He can hear that tick tick. Alright? And they know it also because this is how you know you're in the last days, right? Because Esau isn't going to get away for the crimes they committed. But right now, they're having negative birth rates. They're dying off quicker than they're being born in many states, if not all of America. Not only are there women going to Jake, but they're just not having sex with their women because they're homosexuals. Alright, so Esau is dying off quicker. And plus, Esau, from the ages of like 25 to 35, I believe, they're dying off a fucking pills overdose, man. They're dying childless. They're not reproducing. They're dying off. But these people are not going to go away, man. I mean, they're not going to get away scot-free. They're not going to commit wickedness, all this wickedness in Babylon, and just die. No. It's going to be a judgment. The spirits, every spirit that is guilty is going to be on earth when Yahweh Shai returns, man. And they're going to face judgment, man. They're going to face it. It's not going to be, 2050 and Esau is 30% of the population. No, that's not going to happen. Esau is going to be the majority of the population when Yahweh Shai returns, man. He is. I'm saying that through the spirit. I can't prove that with scriptures. I'm saying that through the spirit. Because Esau is not going to get away, man. With this doomsday clock, it is closer than ever, man. Oh, current time. That's what a clock is, I believe. Wait, look at that. 100 seconds, man. And TikTok, Esau. TikTok. I don't consent. That's why I use incognito mode, so I don't save none of these cookies, man. Esau always trying to track you and stuff. But they know I ain't doing nothing. They can watch, man. All they're going to hear is their judgment, man. Thus saith the Lord. And this is Numbers chapter 24, starting at verse 18. And Edom shall be a possession, Seir also shall be a possession for his enemies, and Israel shall do valiantly. We're gonna own Esau, man. A possession is something you own. You do what you want with your possessions, man. We're just not gonna do no wickedness with it. What Esau did when he had Jake in chattel slavery was he was raping the men, cutting cutting pregnant women's stomachs open, throwing their babies to gators. All right. They would also they're just wicked, man. There's so many things that we probably don't even know about, but the things we know about is so bad, man. They have to pay for that, man. They have to pay for that. I think there's a movie on YouTube called Uncle Tom's Cabin or Goodbye Uncle Tom. One of those two. I always get them confused. Man, I suggest every Jake watch that once a year, man. Once a year, you gotta watch that, man. You gotta read, because Esau will come out here and tell you, oh, you gotta love everybody. We're all the same. We're not all the same, man. And that's thus saith the Lord, man. Spiritually, we're completely different. Physically, we're completely different, right? You guys are wicked, man. You are the wicked, according to the Bible. You are the devil the Bible speaks of, man. There's no... And it's spiritual how they paint the devil as a horned beast and is red. Because the devil is literally red, man. The so-called white man is red. He's not white. Numbers 24:19. Out of Jacob shall come he that shall have dominion. And that's talking about Yahushua, man. Yahushua is going to run this whole planet, man. But he's going to give certain kingdoms to the elect, man. And they're going to rule certain parts of the world. But he's going to have dominion over the whole place, man. And shall destroy him that remaineth of the city, man. Yahushua is... When he gets that command to go, it's over, man. It's over. When you see that mothership block out the sky, the elect start getting beamed up, it's over, man. Just know that, Esau. You know that, Esau. That's why you got the Space Force, man. You're going to try to prevent Yahushua? You're stupid, man. The pride of thine heart deceived thee, man. You're stupid, man. You're going against the... Man. To have the audacity, the pride to go against the creator of everything, it's retarded, man. Numbers 24:20. And when he looked on Amalek, he took up his parable and said, Amalek was the first of the nation. Amalek is the so-called Jewish man. Alright? Amalek was the first of the nations, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever. Extinction, man. Extinction. The elites, man. The Rothschilds, the Bilderberg group, man. Bill Gates, man. George Soros, alright? All them niggas are going into slavery. Then they're going to be put to death, man. Thus saith the Lord, man. You're going to perish forever, man. But I'm going to wrap it up with that. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Again, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Bahashem Yahushai. Bahashem Rakal Kadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. And peace and salutations to the nation of Israel and the elect of Israel. And the 1/3 that's following the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of their ability. Shalom. And Abad Babal.